Hey there, Pisces. Hope you are well. This is Jamie, and we are checking in with your energies for our Pisces sun, moon, and rising energies. So let's see what is happening. I'm just going to burn this up just a little bit more. I like to make sure it's kind of smoking and clearing. There we go. Giving a good clear out. All right. If you haven't already, please check out the October reading for our Pisces. There is a lot of amazing stuff happening. So I have, just to let you know, I'm going to have three major readings each week. And then in addition, I'm just going to have the daily energies check in. So you'll see just a little bit of a cool switch up, I guess you can say, to get you the messages that you need. So these are all general readings, Pisces, and timeless ones. So whenever you catch them and get the answers that you need, trust in that. In addition, yeah, let's have some fun and connect in and see what is going on. Sending you a whole bunch of love and support. So, all right, we're going to have a look at the overall energies and then get some clarifiers. I'm going to keep this one simple but detailed. All right. So first up, we've got patience, storm warning, cornucopia. So this is looking at the current energies, Pisces. I'm just going to pull a few more cards, and like I said, we'll further clarify in a moment. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I'll let you know what's past, present energies. So we're looking at the challenge here right now. Thank you. And then the final message. Okay. And then at the end, I'll also get you a special card from my Telemann deck. That's really cool. Oh, it's given us a lot of cards here. Okay. Because I like to also share a key message with you. Let me just move these up. Da, 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 da. Here we go. All right. So the current energies, like I said, Pisces, patience, storm warning, cornucopia. I feel right now you might be in a bit of a waiting game that's frustrating you. I'm not sure what the actual situation is that you're experiencing, if this is something that you want to achieve, if this is someone that you're waiting for. But we'll get into the challenge position of it. But what we can see is wherever this is heading or wherever this is going, we're seeing that with this cornucopia energy, it's you're waiting for things to actually harvest, to present itself. And this is a great thing. The hard part is the journey in the middle is what I feel is happening right now. So there's something that you've been doing and working on. We can see that. And I just think maybe you're experiencing some frustration right now because you're waiting to get to this. So be proud of yourself for how far that you've come, Pisces. Yeah, and just hang in there right now. We can see the challenge. There's magician in the mirror, daughter spirit, and strategy energy. So again, I feel like what you may not see or realize right now with whatever you're waiting for, whatever you're being asked, there is some, I guess, element here of things that need to balance out, things that need to come together. There also could be spirit asking you some self-reflection right now on how you're actually feeling, on what you're doing, why you're doing it, things like that. But interestingly, daughter spirit, I feel for some of you that there is a message from spirit. You know, maybe you're getting these in your dreams. Maybe there's, you know, a loved one who's passed that has something that they want to share with you right now. You know, just be mindful. Don't sit there necessarily to ask. I think this is something that will naturally flow through to you. I do feel more this is like, you know, like a little message from God and that connection there on what that is. So yeah, I'm getting to maybe some of you are asking spirit right now for answers. And that's another part of the challenging element here. So I can understand that, Pisces, but ultimately what you're being asked to remember or to recall what it is that you're trying to achieve here. There's something about the plans in play at the moment that may not be lined up or in alignment or exactly how it's meant to be, but I feel you're going to get some message here to help you. So yeah, just you know, check in with yourself here and there where you need to take a pause, to reconnect to your purpose, to your why you want something, and get a little bit deeper on that, because I feel like there's something here to come through. But what I really do like, Pisces, you've got yin yang, first chakra energy, and walking away, along with blossoming abundance and the world card. So when we're looking at this as we're pushing through here, you've got two very strong balances together, but a lot of the time what's balancing are not the same elements, right? They're two different elements that are coming together to find that right place that it joins and connects in harmony, in balance. So I like it because opposites can be a great thing. People bring different things or different opportunities or different way of thinking or being to a connection. You know, sometimes think of people that are curious, that excite you. There might be things about them that inspire you, that you like, that is maybe something that is not natural to you. Like, I just want you to think of, you know, people or places or things like that that excite you, and the reason that they excite you, because there's something here that I feel is about learning something new, perhaps about how maybe things operate, how things come together. Sometimes it's two people, sometimes, you know, there's different views, different perspectives, but I feel for some, in some regard, that's a big part here of figuring it out. And I don't know the exact dynamic for you. This is a general read, but that's something that is very present here. But it's a waiting game. So there might be some things that are shifting right now, coming together. And just need a little bit of time to do that. In addition, with the first chakra and walking away, there's something here that isn't grounded, that feels stable or safe to you. And we can see here that you're looking at, how do I move away from it? How do I get away from it? Because I think there might be a little bit of fear element, something freaking you out here, or that you've had enough of, that you're just not feeling really, really safe here. And this could be part of the storm warning energy, the frustration. I'm just getting fear. That's the word it just keeps giving me. What I like is Archangel Michael is hugely protective energy. So if you need to tap in and connect into Archangel Michael, you can meditate or pray on that, and just call him in to clear any cords that are, you know, or clear any blockages that may be making you a bit concerned, or even seek to see what spirit has for you in terms of that through your meditation. Okay. But I think there's some element here of walking away from whatever that fear is, or whatever's fearing you. There's some power here that I feel that needs to be shifted. And once you figure that out, Pisces, we've got this blossoming abundance in the world energy. So there is something that is changing. That's, you know, undeniable here. But there is success. Things are being lit up again. Like, I just want you to have a look at the energy and the elements. I want you to think of the earth. The earth, you know, 70% water roughly, 30% land, different elements, but it figures out how to work and flow together. I mean, you even think of gravity, all the other things that come into play in terms of what makes something stable, what makes something work. There's so many elements to it. And I also feel this is also key here with this yin yang energy and magician in the mirror. There seems to be something, I'm just getting scientific as well, that's really coming into play here. So I'm not sure what part that is, Pisces, but I feel like there's intellect also needed in terms of your own energy and spirit that really needs to come together to figure out a plan, or figure out how to deal with someone or a situation here, to finally make something really work and flow nicely together. And it's possible. What's not possible is two of the same magnet trying to come together. It just, you know, that when it's not connected the right way, you can't force it together. Have you ever done that with a magnet? Where this energy is different, it's a magnetic energy, but you've got to find the right way to turn it for it to lock in. And that's kind of what I'm seeing and feeling as part of it. But I like, there's a lot of success here. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of potential for growth. But you got it. There's something that needs to be figured out here that may not be done the right way, or a way that works for the situation or the dynamic in play. So this, like I said, could be two people, or could be, you know, situations that something intelligently that you've got to figure out, Pisces. And I feel this intelligence is part of leading from within, and really looking at, I don't know how familiar you are with emotional intelligence and the depths of it, you know, really understanding people's response to things, listening to what they're saying, but also not what they're saying. And being able to navigate and respond, not react, respond to what you're seeing to be able to come to a win-win outcome. And that, I mean, that comes into any dynamic that you're working in, and it doesn't matter who the person or the situation is. Being able to know how to leverage that, how to work with that is a huge thing. And I feel that's the type of detail that I feel is needed here in this situation to make something work. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that you're trying to work on or work with. All right, so I'm just going to pull a card for each one as a clarifier to get you a little bit more information, and we'll go from there, Pisces. All right. I mean, look at this. 10 of Cups with cornucopia. Magician in the mirror, everything is fine. We have got Justice energy and the Hanged one. Yeah. So, okay, this is coming very, very clear, Pisces. Very, very clear. And I like the Lover's energy is interesting too, because this is talking about a choice and a dynamic of something coming together in unison, in harmony, okay? Yin Yang, Six of Cups. That's talking about something to learn, something to understand. And one more. Okay, it's given us two more. Okay, Pisces. So when we're looking at the Lover's energy with the Patience energy, what I feel is happening here, like I said, is a lot around balancing something out, re-looking at a situation, and the patience and virtue that comes with this. There's something about a connection, a desire, of meeting in, I'm just getting like in meeting in places, meeting of togetherness. I don't know. There's something about a meeting of two people or two dynamics or two energies that is very relevant here. But something's not in alignment. And it's interesting too, because I've got my left hand. So left hand is receiving. So I feel like there's something you're waiting on to come in here, and that's part of what may be a little bit frustrating for you, Pisces, because with the Storm warning 8 of Cups, you're really considering about moving away and walking away, and we can see that energy here as well, because I think you're just frustrated. Some of you might be experiencing a little bit of anger, but this anger, there's always an underlying emotion to anger. Maybe it's hurt, maybe it's self-worth, maybe you're questioning how invested someone or a situation is to what you actually want. Maybe someone's been playing, a little bit of games in retrospect to not delivering what they promised, and it's kind of messing with you a little bit. But what I like here, wherever you're moving to or shifting out of this storm warning energy, because by making this change with this 8 of Cups, you're shifting out of this storm warning energy. The storm warning energy is knowing when not to go and enter a situation that is already highly, highly risky, right? If there's a storm going on, you don't go set sail. So, that's again something to consider. Don't go making changes or massive decisions when something is like, I just feel like, I can see the word that they're trying to tell me. Highly volatile. There we go. I was like, it's not. I could see the word, and I could see they were trying to show me the stock market. Okay, so maybe that's got something to do with some of you about, again, maybe waiting for some returns on something. But I'm just getting told when things are highly volatile is not a time to make huge decisions, because what I also see here, just finding that little piece connected to this heart space, to 8 of Cups is a lot of emotional energy, right? So you're trying to find that happiness and contentment, but you're not going to find it when everything's just kind of bubbling at the surface here, or like trying to take you in this whirlwind energy. And I think when you figure out how to step out of that for yourself, Pisces, that's when you're going to see this warmness, this wholeness, this beauty, this love, this connection of whatever this is for you really come into play. The results, I just think the harvest of something, okay, is really showing present here. But as you move through with this challenge, we can see that something that you thought was meant to be powerful, that you thought you were doing potentially even the right thing, maybe the way you thought you were showing up, the way you were connecting, the way you were really thinking about it. I think you were trying to be super positive, but something was very out of alignment here. We can see here there has been some form of anguish. Maybe someone hasn't delivered, like I said, what you were hoping, what you were expecting, but I can see that that's really at an end end here for things to balance out. You got daughter spirit with justice. This is beautiful, especially at the center of this read, because it's talking about how things are balancing out. We're in Libra season, so even more so. What maybe hasn't felt right, what hasn't worked out, has been for a reason that things haven't moved forward or shifted forward, Pisces, because the timing may have just been really off. But we can start to see in this challenge where I think you've been hoping and praying, like I said, for some answers. I see this balancing out here. In addition, with the strategy and the hang one, sometimes the strategy of patience and not making significant decisions right now might be really imperative, but I feel another part is to really look at a different alternative here. You're also being asked, and that maybe could be part of another frustration that could be coming in because you're expecting answers or results right now, but whatever way maybe that you've been engaging or questioning or whatever this situation is, something needs to shift. Okay. Yeah, I think here there is something that you may have been doing, Pisces, because we can see whatever's been unbalanced is coming into balance, because we're seeing it both as a challenge in time, a challenge in alignment, but in addition here we do see it come together with this yin yang energy. What I also like with it, or something that's asking you to really look at, is what have you been doing once upon a time that I feel might be a little lesson that needs to be understood about yourself, Pisces. Okay. So you might get some form of realization around that, on what works or what may not work. So there's something to really identify about yourself. And I know sometimes that is not an easy thing. We have obviously as humans, we have our blind spots. Sometimes we don't want to have that self-awareness. Sometimes we don't want to look at that, but I also know that a lot of us want to learn more about ourselves and want to learn how to better our lives for a higher self, our higher purpose. But sometimes doing that too can be a little bit hurtful on revisiting things or situations, but the relief is very satisfying when you do. So something to think about there. In addition to that, the first chakra with the Eight of Swords, yeah, there's some worry here. I did say the fear kept coming up. Some worry here about some feeling safe or stable around a situation. And I can see this energy about walking away, but I can also see something balancing out. So what is that piece that you need to walk away from, Pisces, I think is the really big question. Is this walking away from a particular person? Is this walking away from a particular way of thinking, a way of approach, a way of like focusing on someone else? Now it's time to focus on yourself. So really have a think about it, because we're seeing the something really coming together again. There's a lot of togetherness energy showing up here, of union, of connection, of understanding. So whether this is about, I think this is a lot about your own journey, but how to deal or work with or make something happen here about a connection or situation, as I really feel what is underlying here. With this blossoming abundance energy, we have the Devil energy and the Two of Pentacles. So what you might find as part of making this, bloom, as part of the blossoming, abundance is available, is ready, is ripe. But there seems to be something that is overpowering another thing. And I'm not sure what that is in terms of focus, in terms of energy, a person, a situation here, that you know what this is. I know you know what this is. There's something that is taking more energy than another thing and is unbalancing something here. So, I mean, this could be a thought. I feel like this is a way of thinking about a person or about a situation. It's just having a little bit too much pushover energy that kind of needs to just be checked in. Some of you could be overworking just in general and not allowing space for something to happen because you're trying to find a solution. But I don't know if right now is about finding the solution. I feel this time right now might be in the waiting. So what else can you do to fill your cup up in the process, Pisces? Because I feel this is really relevant to get to this blossoming energy, because we're seeing balance is needed. So what is this balance in your life that is needed that allows you to feel just more at peace within yourself, that makes you feel better about yourself, that makes you feel good about yourself? And I'm not saying that you're not, but I feel there's something that you're missing here as part of this journey that you're on. So in addition, we've got the world energy with the Two of Swords. So this is really talking about the successes, Pisces, the changes and shifted that are needed. A big part of you, I can still see this little bit of fear of decision making here about something. I'm just getting like worrying's not helping. We're human. At the same time, when making decisions, I don't think you have a decision effectively to make yet. And I feel you're putting your pressure on yourself to make a decision because you're not liking something, or where something that you're at, or the answer or the response or the result of where you're at. So you feel you have to change something. I really want to question that. We see that part of potentially your strategy moving forward maybe need a little bit perspective and shift. But if you're looking at to make a full change, like cut this out, cut that out, I don't feel that's the time. So I just want to share that with full transparency for you. All right, let's get a final message from Spirit. Thank you very much, Spirit. Final message. Whoa. I'm going to take lunar and growth of energy. This is huge. Okay, I'm going to read this quickly to you, Pisces. So let's have a look at this lunar energy. And this is where I have to get, give me 1 second. All right. So this is the card that represents the freedom of desire and the illuminated path of moonlit dreams. The night can bring comfort to let your imagination fly and to show your wild side. In the dark, our subconscious can bring to the surface vivid clues of a hidden situation. See, there's something here that I feel is going to be shared. You can achieve your goals and desires if you pay close attention to the limitations of logic and reason. This card also represents prophetic dreams and the unrealized wild side that calls upon you. So I really do feel like this is super relevant here with this spirit energy. It makes sense here, guys. Then furthermore, we've got growth of energy. Let me get that. It's so funny when you have to start doing the alphabet in your head because this is done in alphabetical order. Okay, growth of energy. So you have been very productive and organized, trying to prepare for the next step in life. Your creativity is flowing. You have built a nest, and as you look at your potential, the future no longer seems frightening. Everything is in its place, and you are growing the energy for a big new project. The 6 petals in the seed of life. Oh, this thing here. Yep. So this is the seed of life up here, Pisces. Give me 1 sec. Let me finish that. Talks about it's signifying that a blessing is on your path and you have to take care and nurture your ideas to see them come to life. This newfound energy is bubbling up and your excitement is lighting up the room. Don't be surprised if people compliment your looks because of your radiant spirit. This card could also mean pregnancy or childbirth for those that is relevant because of I think the eggs energy here. So I really want you to think about that because this is huge. I feel this energy is letting you know the potential of what's to come. And right now like I said, there's some form of disconnection or something that's not aligned or misaligned here some way that just needs a bit of a shift. And I think you're going to get that answer result energy when you're in a more peaceful state. Might be at nighttime because I find naturally that's, as it darkens, naturally our body responds to that. And it tells our body it's time to sleep. And I feel like that at that point in time is where you're going to get the information and the answers that you seek. I'm going to leave that with you, dear friends. Speak soon.